of Sip Blindlee. My name is Jonathan Lee, and we're on bottle number 18. And we have another special guest for this bottle. Gary, welcome back in town, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, come back and close my house. Couldn't have timed it better.
Absolutely. And luckily, he texted me tonight and said, "What time are we meeting tomorrow?" I said, "It's tonight." And so luckily he did that. Otherwise, we may have missed him altogether. So glad you were able to make it. Glad your wife was able to drop you off. And you can join us this month. So it's always good to have you back in town, man.
Thank you.
All right. So we are on to number 18. Those that are on the call, you are welcome to go ahead and open it, nose it, start tasting. While you're doing that, I'm going to remind you where we are. So we are at the Commons over here in St. Charles, Missouri. It is a very great, awesome event space. You can rent spaces out, birthday parties, gatherings, meetings, and then, of course, podcast. It's amazing as well. So come check them out. Also, forgot to remind you on box number 1 that this box is brought to you by Vancil Realty. Those that joined us, you got a coin. Vancil, he was able to donate one of our bottles. I won't tell you which one, but his sponsors. So we appreciate that as well. So, all right, bottle 18. So nosing it, what are we getting?
Nose is great. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm getting definite vanilla.
This nose gets your attention quick.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
This is probably one of the best noses we've had in this whole series.
Agreed.
I'd say like fruity, malted. You guys gonna like a chocolatey one
Yeah.
or chocolate caramel?
There's
Very
a
sweet.
lot going on here. It almost reminds me of a really nice American light whiskey.
Originally, I think maybe there's a couple little finishes on here, like more than one.
Yeah.
Good call.
One of the big
Yeah.
things,
It's a hard one, maybe just off the nose. I haven't even tasted it yet, but that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gary. Sorry.
it's okay. One of the big things for me on the between the first one and this one was the first one had a little bit more ethanol in it, and this one actually doesn't. There's no ethanol. I'm losing my voice a little bit. I've got.
Oh no.
I've been fighting a sinus infection, so I've been taking NyQuil. It's like, well, crap. Why didn't I take those?
That's a little bourbon. Yeah, buddy.
That's cocktail, buddy.
What do you think of it, Mike?
Definitely a lot less sting. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious if this will be almost opposite, if the flavor will come out a little bit more, given that this one seems to be a lot smoother in the smell.
Yeah. It's great nose, and I tell you, the flavor's good, but I think the fruit is fairly moderate to low. This is one I wish I had at cask strength.
Oh,
yeah.
With the flavor being what it is and the nose being what it is, if this were cask strength, this thing would be an absolute killer.
Tasting this, I'm thinking this is a higher proof than what we just had, but it drinks lower proof.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay,
Where do they put
95.
that?
You think?
But that's a even.
Maybe 100.
100?
I'm gonna go with 90.
Yeah, it sound very brown sugary when you taste it.
I think it's about 110. Just a little bit
Yeah.
over. I'm getting a little bit of, I'm getting some smokiness to it also.
Someone said brown sugar. Sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Heard that.
The first thing for me out of the box, the color of this thing, of this
Oh,
bottle, was
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, really dark caramel color.
I love this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one's
the,
really
the
good.
darkness of it plus the lightness in the taste makes me think it's younger but finished. Like, something second barrel finish type of a.
It's definitely not the last bottle.
One of my favorite samples of the entire series. I'd like Santa to bring me the cask strength version. That would make me happy.
One of your favorites. Oh, that's good to hear. And so, what are we thinking from a grain standpoint?
What was the question,
Grain.
Jonathan?
What do you think,
Grain.
Max?
We're on the grain there.
It's kind of low rye.
Low, right?
There's
I'd say
enough.
some rye. I think the finishes on this bottle are really what's popping everything out. If I had to take a guess, it just seems like something that's finished in 2 or 3 different barrels because it's a
There's
lot
a lot
popping out
of
at you.
complex.
I would say I taste more of the barrel than the grains. If I was to put
Yeah.
it, I don't really get the rye flavor so much.
Agreed.
I would agree
give it
with
Chardonnay.
you on that. Yeah.
I'll get the rye. I get the rye at the very end, but not much.
I think Mike's on to something. I'm gonna say charred oak is mainly what I get. This almost reminds me, guys, of a light whiskey. I'm gonna say high corn.
See that? We're giving that more right there on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
There's just a lot going on. I'm wondering if it's finished, what it's finished in.
Ooh, I'm thinking.
And it's good.
Usually the second one's usually a local one, something maybe something from Woodhead, but it doesn't seem like it's a Woodhead.
It doesn't taste like wood.
No.
If this is Cardinal Sin, we gotta talk about the castrated version.
I really don't have any clue.
Like
Good.
immediately. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm
Do we
coming
have
in.
a brand guess or a price? What would you pay for it?
Brand, I'm thinking it's a non-DP, NDP, non-distilling producer, just because it just seems like something finished to me more than anything. But I'd pay 80 to 100 on this. That's it.
I think I'm right there.
I put down like 80, 90.
Okay.
I feel embarrassed
Yeah,
because
I really like this one.
I put 60 down, but I don't think bourbon should cost more than $80.
Shouldn't and does are two very different things, unfortunately.
But it reminded us of, Breckenridge does some stuff where they finish in small, like port barrels, and that's kind of what it reminded us of.
I tell you what, I'm pretty impressed that you had this a couple days ago and you still remember what you tasted. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
I took notes.
Oh, you took Smart. There you go. Good.
It reminds
notes, you
me of
cheated.
the Farmstead distillery that they're doing out at Cottle Village.
Oh,
Which would be
That's
Nobleton's,
Nobleton's, right?
Right, that's
Yeah.
Nobleton's.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But that would be a higher, most days are higher proof.
This would be a bottle should dream. I've had very little like it. It's really good. Yeah.
I was thinking it's not their. They've been doing a lot of old fashions recently that have been bare bottling, but it's not that sweet to be an old fashioned type of thing. So
No. Yeah.
And what are we rating this? Hopefully better than a 4 or 5.
Oh, a solid yes. Yeah, I mean, it just is yes.
Probably
That's
an 8 at least.
Yeah,
I would go a 9.
Oh,
And it's one that I would go look for and I drink. So
Yeah.
Very cool.
Jonathan, keep on doing this this type of bottle.
yeah.
And more of it, just fill that one.
Killer bottle. I agree with Jeff. This is a 9. The cast strength version of this would be a 10 plus.
If you give us 4 bottles of all this, I think we're happy. If it was the same thing.
The price of the box may go up.
This is where it's like,
Yeah, Bob's has got
age where we're like, really?
That's probably.
All right. Well, then we will. Any last notes, final thoughts that we want to add to it? I really like this. That's good. Number 2, just a lot better than number 1.
yes.
I guess 18. A lot better than number 17. All right. All right. Well, let's head over to the reveal. All right. Yeah. So bottle 18. It was great nose. It was probably the highlight of the box. Low proof, brown sugar flavor. Loved it. It seemed like a finished product. They want the cask strength version of it. They're willing to pay us up to $100 of the bottle, and anywhere from 90 proof to 110 proof, low rye, high corn, so all over the place really. But high praise. It was definitely a 9, high 8s for a lot of folks. What else do we want to mention again before we get to the reveal?
Good. Anybody else wants to add?
No.
Best bottle of the group, I think.
Yeah.
Jonathan, just tell us the bottle. We want to buy it. And tell us.
Well, there's good news and bad news to this. So bottle number 18 is Starka from Cardinal Sin,
Hey,
Whoa!
which is
Nice.
barrel-aged vodka.
Thank you guys, appreciate that. Thank you.
How many bottles can you buy tonight?
What's that called and how do you spell it?
Starzik?
Mike, did you bring any of
Startup, STARKA. So it's barrel aged vodka.
That's the vodka.
Holy cow.
That was the vodka?
Yeah.
And it is 12 years old.
Yeah.
That's what we had the other night too, wasn't it?
Yep.
It is. That's
Yep,
good.
It was.
You guys, can I drive there?
It was the winner of what we had. So
So that the one we had last week was actually 36 months. This one here is 12 years, which I can get into a little bit. I knew right away. I had to pull my tongue in there. I actually didn't truly know the order for tonight, but I knew this was ours. But this is actually truly 12 years. We have two barrels that were by mistake when we moved.
hey, can you stop for a second? Okay, there we go.
Mute.
Okay.
Perfect. So we had two barrels that we found by mistake when we moved locations when we were inventorying our barrel product line. What we normally have at the start was 12 months. Then we started to have a lot on inventory before we can start selling them all. We now are on a 36-month time frame. Out of the first two barrels that we found, it was actually 9 years, and that was released 3 years ago for sale. And what we have right now is actually just that same type of barrel, but released 3 years after that. That is the only reason why it's 12 years. This is not intentional, but it happens to coincidentally be a 12-year product, and that is really handy. So I'm very happy that you all like this product. I think for the most part, the most out of tonight. So really happy to see that, and especially being in that boardroom after the first review. It was nice to know this was my bottle after I tasted it. So, and a little bit about that bottle for anyone who doesn't know, this is actually truly 100% vodka. So we start with 60% barley, 40% corn. We then are 12 times distilled for our vodka and then age it after we filter it through burnt coconut charcoal shells. And then we just truly stick it in a Missouri white oak barrel, level 3 char from the McGinnis family out in Cuba, Missouri for now 12 years. And that's all it is. So there's no rye, nothing, no wheat, nothing like that in there. It's just barley and corn.
Awesome.
So it's vodka finished in a bourbon.
Hey, Mike, do you have bottles of this?
I was say that's the question, Mike. Do you have bottles?
So I don't know.
And if you say no, you're not leaving this place. So go ahead.
Well, second question is, does he have barrel-proof bottles for sale?
Yeah.
So, actually, I wanted to bring that over to John. I actually don't know if you found barrel proof in this bottle or what proof this one's at. Because right now, technically, it's going to be barrel proof. We might have proofed it down for them. So I don't know.
This one's, the bottle says 90 proof, yeah.
So we probably proofed it down. So it's still kind of being in that barrel for the most part. We have to continue to so if it's around 90, truthfully, it could be a little over than that. This bottle is actually from a normal 3-year bottle. So we'll have to see. Now, we do generally sell them at 90, but depending upon where we're at in the bottling process, which I believe this is not bottled right now, could be a little higher proof, but we will probably proof it back down to 90 just so the flavors there. In terms of cask strength, this is most likely not going to be cask strength, unfortunately, for you, Ken. We are so I hope is on that.
So you're telling me there's a chance though?
There's definitely not a chance to be frank with you. Everything here's created. There's demand for it. It'll eventually be created. So I will see about doing that for you.
In all seriousness, if there's bottles for sale, I'd love one. I mean, that was just a very, very nice product. Well done.
Even at this proof. I think.
Yes, all joking aside, absolutely.
Jonathan, what I'm hearing is we need to do a barrel pick at barrel strength on this bottle?
On Friday.
Tomorrow morning. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Tonight. Go ahead, read again, John. Sorry.
Let's say we're still waiting for the answer. Is that bottle available right now?
Great question. Appreciate that. As helping out here with the distillery. Unfortunately, no. We had a 9-year for sale 3 years ago, and we sold out at a price range of, I believe, if I can remember correctly, at probably $95 a bottle. We sold out in a little over a month and a half, and it was gone. So I don't know how much that 12 year is going to be yet, to be frank with you. Now we do price them a little bit higher because we know what we do have, but also we are located on Main Street, so that kind of adds in people walking in, want to spend their Christmas season, and that kind of adds up to it. I will say it's probably going to be around a $95, maybe $100 a bottle, just because in terms of why this is created, well, there was truly only 2 barrels. One, we sold at the 9-year. We have it being aged for 3 more years, and this is it. So this is going to be the third, or the last kind of barrel. Now, as going forward, we'll probably have these ever so often, but this is actually just all we have right now. So this isn't something that is normal in the lineup, and that does increase the price because it is rare, and it is actually exceedingly rare.
I mean, that price point's right on what we said.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
The
the short answer is we can't walk into the store right now on Main Street and buy that bottle.
Not that particular one, but we do have a 36-month aged product that is similar in taste. It is the same thing, but it's just aged a little bit less. The flavor is still really great. In terms of last week, and there was the auction that John held, it was the first bottle chosen for that auction out of, I think, 4 or 5 different bottles. So I know, compliment to the 36-month age product. I will definitely tell you the 12 is better. I'm not going to lie to you on that. But that 36-month is still really great. Of all of our products which we have for sale, which is usually 8 to 9 different variations of either whiskeys, vodkas, flavored whiskeys. We have bourbon, rye, single malt, and so forth. The 36-month age Starka is still actually my favorite of all of our selections. The 12 is definitely something. I just don't know what
Hey, Jonathan, what I was going to say is, if you're looking for another bottle to add to that raffle basket, this is the one, and everyone will buy every ticket right here.
Yeah, so I mean, if you haven't listened to the Sip Wisely podcast, this month, December, I know those watching on YouTube, you're catching it a month later, but we featured Carterson, and I met with the other owner, Steve, and he talked about Stark, which I had never had before. And he gave me the 36-month version there, and it was delicious. And he told me that they had a 12-year. And I said, well, that would be perfect for this particular box. And so he was nice enough to give us this. He signed it for us. And so I'm going to have you sign it too, if I can find a marker for you. So we get all the owners to sign this thing. But yeah, so it was one of those bottles where I was like unsure because it's definitely not a whiskey. So are they going to like it or not? And so I'm happy to. I paired it with a whole bunch of bad other bottles, so that way it stood above everything else. So so we'll be in contact and you'll let us know when it sounds like it's going to sell out this group here.
As soon as I know, I will reach out.
No doubt.
All right. Well, that is Starka. If you have not had their barrel aged vodka 36 months, I would definitely check it out. They're on Main Street here in St. Charles, just down the road from where we are currently. It is fantastic. And it was said when we had it, the color of this spirit was amazing. And in the podcast, they talked about how the government didn't know how to classify this. They didn't know what to call it. They couldn't put barrel aged on the same line as the word vodka because vodka is supposed to be a cleared spirit. So it's just truly amazing how much of that barrel comes out and changes that color of that thing. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was a fun
No
story.
doubt.
That was actually from the ATF. So it's not every day you get to have a nice win against the federal government, but here we have that. It's actually having barrel and vodka on the same label. So, you know,
That's awesome.
get to beat out them a little bit is a nice, nice little treat.
Absolutely.